Horoscope for Virgo, Tuesday, 12 May 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. Today, Virgo, the universe smiles at you with an energy that feels like a breath of fresh air after a long wait. You feel that lightness in the air, that feeling that, finally, the pieces of the puzzle that you had so much difficulty fitting in begin to slide with an almost magical softness. It is as if the sky has decided to clear the way for you, removing invisible obstacles and leaving a clear, bright, and full of possibilities. It's not just a good run. It's an alignment of grace that invites you to lower your guard, to breathe, and to allow yourself, simply, to flow with the current. That cosmic harmony that surrounds you today manifests itself in you, in your own body, as a sense of order and a very serene vitality. As you wake up, you may have noticed that your body does not feel heavy, but rather present, more conscious. As Virgo, your nature is that of precision and attention to detail, and today that ability to perceive every little stimulus feels like a perfect tuning. It's as if every cell of your being is aligned with a more natural rhythm, a kind of calm pulse that allows you to move through the day with a grace that you don't always allow yourself. There is not a frantic urgency, but a physical disposition towards excellence and care, a feeling that you are ready to inhabit your own skin with renewed clarity. Bringing this energy to the professional and material terrain, prepare yourself, because the cosmos has put a very special focus of light on your ability to shine before others. There is an energy of recognition that floats in your work environment, something that feels like that moment when, after months of silent effort, you receive an unexpected email, a notification on your computer that confirms that your work has been seen and valued. Venus is illuminating your sphere of visibility and success, which means that your professional charm is at its highest point. It is an ideal time for presentations, for negotiations where your diplomacy is your best tool, or simply to let your talent be noticed without forcing it. However, this light of success is intertwined with a much deeper and more transformative energy in the management of your shared resources, and that which belongs to others. You may feel a particular intensity when it comes to reviewing budgets, debts, or investments, or even dealing with shared inheritance or benefits. It is not a tension that frightens you, but a force that involves you to deepen. It is as if, while on the surface everything seems fluid and brilliant, in the depths of your financial structure you are performing a necessary cleansing, a restructuring that requires your courage to look forward to what must be transformed. The presence of Mars and Saturn in these areas asks you to be meticulous, to set clear limits and not to be afraid to address complex issues, because it is precisely through this deep management that you will find true long-term stability. In your personal finances, Libra's energy asks for balance. Avoid excesses and seek harmony between what you earn and what you decide to invest in your own growth. If we look now toward your well-being and daily habits, you will notice that there is a very powerful momentum of renewal. It is not a simple intention to change the diet or sleep schedule. It is a need for metamorphosis. You feel as if your daily routine is crying out for a deep cleansing, a purification of what no longer serves you. It's that feeling of wanting to empty the fridge of what's expired, of cleaning the drawer on the desk that hasn't been ordered for months, of removing from your list of tasks that only generates mental noise. This energy of transformation, driven by the presence of Pluto in your habits, offers you the opportunity of a preventive maintenance of your own life. You can experience a moment of clarity while preparing a simple and nutritious meal, realizing that what you consume is the fuel of your own transformation. It is not a restrictive diet, but an act of self-respect. It's as if, by choosing more natural foods or setting an hour of digital disconnect before bedtime, you're claiming your sovereignty over your own time and health. It is an invitation to leave behind old stress patterns, to adopt a discipline that does not feel like a burden, but as a protective shield. If we enter the world of your emotions and your bonds, the sky presents you with a scenario of an amazing depth. There is a need for real connection, of that which does not stay on the surface of one I like on Instagram, but seeks the soul of the other. The moon in your area of relationships invites you to look into the eyes of those around you, to seek that complicity that is born of mutual understanding. You might find yourself in a deep conversation with someone special, perhaps having a coffee in a quiet corner, where words flow with a naturalness that comforts you. But don't be fooled, the intensity is also present. In your innermost and deeper bonds, there is an energy of transformation that can feel somewhat intense, almost like a storm that cleans the air. There may be issues of trust or dependence that require you to set healthy limits. Do not see these small frictions as conflicts, but as the opportunity to rebuild your ties on a more solid and honest basis. Sometimes a small touch or difference of opinion in a close relationship is simply the mechanism that the universe uses to teach you to communicate your needs without fear. In the social sphere, expansion is your ally. You will see that your groups of friends or your support networks become spaces of inspiration, where sharing your visions makes you feel part of something much bigger than yourself. If we now turn our attention to your mind and your spiritual growth, prepare for a true explosion of light. The Sun, Mercury, and Uranus have lined up on your expansion horizon, which means your mind is operating at a higher frequency. It is that moment of mental click, where a concept that was incomprehensible to you suddenly becomes evident, as if a light bulb were lit in a dark room. You can find the answer you were looking for while reading a book, while listening to a podcast, or even a fleeting thought as you walk down the street. Your curiosity has no limits today. You will be moved to research, study, explore new philosophies, or even plan a journey that expands your horizons. Communication also becomes deeper and more insightful. You have the ability to read between lines, to grasp the essence of what others try to say without using words. It is a period of great learning, where information not only enters your head, but resonates in your spirit. Spirituality becomes tangible. You can feel a deep connection to the universe in the most everyday moments, finding wisdom in the silence of a meditation or in the observation of nature. If you feel today that you need to do a ritual to channel all this abundance and enhance your success, I propose one of empowerment. Since the sky gives you so much fluidity, we will use it to anchor your success in the physical plane. Find a clear quartz or any stone you have in the house, and if you can, a small picture or drawing that represents a goal you want to achieve. During the day, look for a place in your home that receives natural light, such as window silling or your work table. Place the quartz there and next to it, the image of your desire. As you do so, breathe deeply and visualize how sunlight passes through the stone and bathes your target with a golden and expansive energy. You don't need to say magic words, just feel the certainty that that path is already opening up for you. Keep this little altar of intention there for at least 7 days, or until you feel that idea or project has gained enough strength to materialize. At the end, you can store the quartz in a special place in your room as a reminder of your own power. To accompany this energy of expansion and mental clarity, for today I propose the yellow color or the golden tones. You don't need to buy anything new. Maybe it's a detail in your mobile case, a notebook you use for your notes, or even just a wallpaper you choose for your computer. Yellow symbolizes the light of the sun, the intelligence and joy of expansion. If you have something of this color nearby, use it as a small visual anchor that reminds you, every time you look at it, that the universe is working in your favor and that your mind is ready to shine. And remember, the most important thing is not the object itself, but the intention with which you decide to connect with it. Today, you will discover that magic is not something that happens outside of you, but something that emanates from your own ability to recognize beauty and order in every small detail of your existence. Have a nice day, dear Virgo. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.